Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of our Ignited Chronicle, or campaign, for Group 2. As I said in the first episode for Group 1, I'm sure that eventually the group will have a fun, fantastic name, but for now, we go with numbers. I will be your DM tonight, Ramos the Nomad, aka Gilbert Ramos, and I have no further announcements, so let's go ahead and not delay. Let's get to the people you actually came here to see.
Hello there. Hi, I'm Luna, or Druid by Night. You can find me at Druid by Night on all the social medias. You've probably seen me on the Rolling Nomads a time or two, but tonight I'll be playing a different vampire, Amelia Voldaren.
Hello, everybody. I am David Gagnon, the production supervisor here at the Rolling Nomads, and today I'm sitting in the player seat. So, yeah, let's see what Gilbert has for us.
Hi, I'm Dawn. I am playing Nadidah this evening, and I'm sorry.
Hello, I'm Andrew Albino. I've been playing with David. Now I get to play with the lovely, masterful Gilbert. So this is gonna be a lot of fun. There's a lot of new faces for me, but I've seen or heard about them, and I'm very excited for what's about to go down.
Hello, everyone. Hi, it's me, Avery, at Averydaboi on all the social media platforms. I style myself as something of an internet personality. I am the partnerships manager right here on the Rolling Nomads, and you've definitely seen me in a bunch of other projects, because if you're watching this, you've definitely watched our other stuff. And this evening, I will be playing the Mole.
Indeed, indeed. A very colorful cast of characters we have for you this evening. But without delay, let's go ahead and jump right into it. My dear friends, all of you come here separately. All of you arrived separately. Now, none of you can see each other just yet. Planeswalking is a strange experience, and oftentimes it leaves individuals exhausted after their first time, without energy. In your cases, unfortunately, has left you in a brief period of unconsciousness. As we join you, you are all waking up, again separate, but united in one thing. You all notice how hot it is. As your consciousness begins to take hold, I would like everyone to go ahead and roll me their first roll of a perception check.
Natural 20.
12.
28.
I got a whole 9.
Excellent. So, we'll start in the order of the highest. 28, Mole.
Correct.
What you notice is the heat as you come to... When last we left you, you were in a fairly temperate area, down by the river where you and your boy used to fish together. And in this moment, this sudden change is a shock. It's a strange sensation, and more so than seeing, but you smell the smells of cinder, ash, and blood. Huge quantity of blood. Metallic smell, but what you feel on your person is fur. Fuzz. Touch the ground and you feel matted fur. Still, it's a little damp almost, and you feel it in its water, and even as you examine your tiny paws, there's an evaporation that occurs. What would you like to do as you take in this scenario in the area that you're in? You realize you are not on the ground. You are on a creature.
Oh, this is quite the conundrum. What would the boy do? What would the boy do? I think the most logical course of action here is to see if there are any of the big folk who might need his help around. And if there are, maybe they can see something he cannot about this beast that we are on.
With your check, you can see a number of individuals scattered off in various directions in various degrees of distance. You can see there is a woman that is coming to. As you see this, I'm going to ask Nadidah to please describe your character as you are coming to.
There's slight dark hair. It's black. Currently covered in scratches, bruises, probably blood. She's very pale. She's very confused.
She is coming to, and in the area you can see, with your sense of smell, with your senses, Mole, you can gather that there are rivers of magma around her, as well as pooling in the mixture, flowing rivers of blood that blend with the magma itself. You are amidst a hellscape, the stories of which you've only ever heard of. And as you continue to look around, you see another being about 40 feet in the other direction rising up. You're not entirely sure what it is, but I will ask this moment, Oberon, please describe your character as you come to.
So I'm primarily a weird greenish blue, bald, with two large, almost flesh-like wings that are manta ray wings. And I have a gut wound that I'm currently bleeding out of.
Another individual that is injured. Difficult as you look for someone who might be able to be of assistance or of guidance. This place appears to be very hostile, Mole. As you continue to take the area in, you see another as you scan the area. Another woman coming to. Amelia, please describe your character.
Amelia is a petite woman with pallid skin and even paler hair. She is covered in what looks like blood and rose petals as she's rising from the ground trying to get her bearings. You see, if you're close enough, a flash of red eyes.
Indeed, another, but this one doesn't appear to be injured. Perhaps she might be of assistance. She might be able to gather some information for you, Mole. But this thought is cut off very quickly as the ground begins to shift underneath you. The creature begins to stir and rises. Cal, please describe your character. As Mole, you realize the creature you're standing on is awakening.
So Cal is a large figure, over 12 feet tall and covered in thick, very coarse brown fur. His clothing tells you he's coming from somewhere a lot colder than this. And as he kind of starts to stir and stand up, you notice he's got a sword sticking out of his back. And he also, I forgot to mention this here, looks very much like an elephant, a long trunk, big ears, and very prominent tusks as well.
Mole, taking stock of your surroundings and the being that you're standing on, I ask you once again, what would you like to do?
I think as the mole looks over this group, this gathering of creatures, he would remember what the boy would do. As he raises his little mole voice, and he says, "Listen to me, all of you who have gathered here. We must find our way out of this place. We must escape. We are in grave danger."
Now, Oberon, Cal, You hear this. Nadidah, unfortunately, don't. Amelia, what was your role for me again?
13.
13. Just making out a voice amidst the roiling flame. All of you now, as you come to your senses gather, you can feel the heat of flame and magma. You can smell the scent of burning blood, that metallic scent that fills the air. It's all a lot to take in, to say the very least. And a small voice rings out to you, Cal, and Oberon. Amelia, you hear it, but it's difficult to make out the words. Nadidah, you are still recovering. And Oberon, Cal, you see something creeping up, moving like a stalking cat almost, hiding in the smoke clouds that billow from the ground, moving up behind this woman who hasn't quite got her bearing yet. What would the two of you like to do? As you are urged as well, you notice, Cal, you would notice the creature now on you.
So snapping back into my senses and just kind of trying to get an idea here. So last thing we remember is what we discussed in the prologue, then lights out, and now here we are.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm going to more or less snap right back into that previous mindset pretty quickly. I'm going to stand up as quickly as I can. My apologies to the little mole, but yeah. Now I see a figure, a shadowy figure, potentially what I could see as somebody wearing, dark cloaks and what have you, approaching somebody, right? So I'm going to stand up and I'm going to grab my hammers, the two mauls that are standing, or laying on the ground rather, next to me. And I'm just going to yell at the figure. Nothing in particular. This is just a primal yell.
Excellent.
And I'm going to
Go
start
ahead
moving
and
towards them.
Go ahead and give me an intimidation roll. While you do that, the primal scream that Cal emanates is enough to gather your attention. Amelia, Nadidah, Oberon, already eyes on this large, you know what a Loxodon is, but you've never seen one covered fully in fur. As this happens, you take stock of various creatures and beings, these individuals that are scattered on the same, fortunately, or perhaps unfortunately, depending on how you view the situation, sort of landmass. Magma flowing into pools of blood forming rivers. A volcano goes off in the distance, spewing ash. You full range of this. Amelia, you take in the sights and sounds, and as Cal screams, you see some sort of creature charging another woman who is coming to, or perhaps past, but it's difficult to tell with all the smoke and the ash that burns your eyes. Strange. Mole, you cling to the fur as this creature begins to charge and rush. With your perception roll, you see what he's going toward. Nadidah, gathering all of this with your perception roll, there is a large, furry creature with, correct me if I'm wrong, Cal, tusks still, correct? With carvings along the tusk lines?
There are some, yes.
Covered in fur, covered in what looks like warm clothing, and wielding two massive hammers, charging towards you. I'll ask, in order of essentially importance and notability, Nadidah, what would you like to do?
She's going to scream, is his name? Just screaming, is, and curling into a ball. And then just kind of muttering, she killed me, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. This is hell.
I did get a 16 on that intimidation roll you asked for.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
The creature, Cal, as you rush, and you see this woman crouch under a ball and begin to mutter to herself, stops. It's a strange being. It's covered in this ashen gray skin. It looks like it might be cracked and bleeding, but it doesn't look like blood. It looks like fire is flowing from those cracks. The eyes are wide. You realize that they are lidless, and there's a sort of realization that it's come across territory that is owned by something that is far greater than it. And it shrinks down, gives a hiss, and then begins to run off. As you reach Nadidah, Amelia, Oberon, Mole, I will take your actions now if you so choose. And whoever would like to go first.
Is the thing in the shadows or the dust still stalking, or was that the creature?
That creature is now running away from Cal.
Okay.
I think Amelia will stand and brush herself off and get her bearings. I'm rather than paying attention to the people, I'm looking around at the landscape. Is there anything of note, any buildings or other predators that could be around?
No, you see well, as far as predators go, yes, they fill the skies. They are off in the distance. But as far as buildings, no, there's nothing. But there's large mountains and horrific structures that are either stone or, in some cases, could be a mass of bone and flesh. The sky is filled with lightning clouds, these dark, ominous things that blot out the sun, if there even is a sun. This is a nightmare. You can see in the distance, as far as predators go, you know what these creatures are. The Dumnathi usually have something to do with them. These are demons, lesser and greater, and they are filling this area, this whole space, as far as the eye can see, in the sky, on the ground, moving just beneath the surface. There is combat all around you. These creatures are at war with one another.
I will, in that case, then take stock of the other people that I see, and I will simply kind of watch and see if they're also a threat, or if they can potentially be allies.
Understood. Mole?
I think being sort of in this giant woolly creature's ear, I will say in his ear, "That was very impressive, my large friend, but now it is time to gather our allies and make our escape. Come, we must go now. This place, it is uninhabitable for the living."
I'll kind of like just take a glance around, see if there's anything like that appears threatening in the immediate area.
Nothing in the immediate area as you take stock. You notice that this person that you've just perhaps saved is still on the ground, curled into a ball. You realize, you know how you look, but in this heat of the moment, you have a realization that in her eyes, you could be the threat.
And I'll kind of just take a knee. Are you all right?
No, I'm dead.
I think the mole will hop down off of the shoulder of this creature. And he will make his way over to the lady on the ground.
Nadidah, you see, and Cal, now you see the source of the voice in your ear. Mole, if you would kindly describe your character.
Of course. The mole is about 6 inches in height, about 3.5 ounces of black fur, and huge mitten-like paws with a little pink nose and warm brown eyes. as he, walking on 2 feet like a person, will just waddle up to Nadidah's face, and he'll pat the side of her nose with his little mole hand. He will say, "Do not worry, fair lady. You have not crossed the river which surrounds the world. You are not in the domain of Erebos. We must go."
And
I
this is
don't know
what the
what you
two of
just
you
said.
see right
I feel
before
like
you.
I'm alone.
Say it again, Cal. Apologies.
I'm sorry. I said, I don't know what some of that meant, but my doubts about whether or not we're alive. And I kind of wince a little bit as the adrenaline starts to wear off. Yup. Definitely still alive.
Do you truly think there are moles in the underworld?
What? Oh my god.
Come.
I've lost my mind. She beat me so bad I've lost my mind.
No.
What? No, you're a talking little rat. And that, I don't even know what that is. What is that? What is that? And she's gonna scurry backwards. I've lost it. She hit me in the head so hard I've lost my mind.
I do have friends who are rats, but I am not a rat, I am a mole. We must make our exit now.
I
Come.
apologize for scaring you. That was not my intention, but we cannot stay here.
Well, are we?
Can I see if I know where we're at, since I'm not plane blind? I
Spark blind.
Spark blind.
Yes, go ahead and give me a history check. And
Okay.
while you're doing that, if you could, we'll start with Amelia first. So go ahead and give me that roll. But while
And we
this
cast guidance on
interaction,
myself?
say again.
Guidance on myself?
Absolutely. While this is going on, Amelia, you see Cal, Nadidah, and now this small furry creature, difficult to see with the ash and the the cinders and such, but you see this little fuzzy creature, and you realize that's the source of the voice that you heard, and it's speaking, apparently comforting the woman, and having hopped off this incredibly large creature. What are you doing in this situation, in this scenario? Oberon is also standing off, and we'll get to that very shortly, but what's your plan of action?
I think at this point, Amelia is deciding that perhaps this small furry creature may have an idea as to what's going on, or at the very least has a plan. And seeing all these people and seeing an opportunity to perhaps have protection or an alliance of some kind, will begin to approach and say, "Hello. Do you know where we are?"
Before any of you answer, real quick, Oberon, what was the result of your roll?
17.
17. There's a couple theories you have, as you are not spark blind, and going into what you know of the universe, or rather the multiverse, a few theories arise. You could be in a place that is simply called the Hells. You could be on another place that is barren and now basically a dead plane. But as far as you know, it's difficult to tell. You have a few options. You would need a little more information, but you can share what you know now if you so choose, as Amelia asked this question.
Yes. I believe we are in the Hells or some other sort of plane. I'm not well versed enough to tell you for sure. But I know, like the mole said, we should find shelter and not be out in the open.
Are we dead?
I told you.
No, we are not dead. Also, have we met before? How did you know my name?
You said you were a mole.
No, I am the mole.
Got it.
How did you know? I have my eye on you, strange man.
Oberon, as strange it is, and For all of you, a Simic hybrid is something that all of you are unfamiliar with. This strange, augmented being, this person who has approached you. But Oberon as well, a talking mole is a little out of the ordinary as well. The whole situation is a little out of the ordinary. But what you can tell, and what you can very clearly see is, as the mole speaks, they look very serious when they say they have their eye on you.
I believe him. He's very compelling.
And
Oh.
sorry.
Do I realize vampire?
Go ahead and give me a... This is fun. Give me a...
Only because I've seen them before.
You're in a very unique situation. Go ahead and give me a history check.
Oh, good.
While
grief.
that's going on,
5.
Amelia, if you could give me an insight check. And what was the result of your roll, Nadidah?
Just 5.
5? Unfortunately, no. There's nothing immediately giving this away. I mean, it's an interesting hair color, but perhaps she's part core. The core on Zendikar are of, gray skin, or a sort of an off white as well, with white hair primarily. Difficult to tell. She is unique, you can tell. But then again, all these people are that you're surrounded by. There is a talking mole, an elephant creature, a very fuzzy elephant creature, and this strange mutated individual. Amelia, the result of your roll.
18.
Oh yes, when you get closer, that scent of blood... What is most distracting for you in particular is the scent of blood. Burning blood all around you, and it is incredible. It is foul. It's the sweetness. It's when you burn caramel, or when you are sort of melting sugar, in your case. But what shines through is an unfamiliar smell, a smell you've only heard of, described by others that have had the pleasant interaction, or the unpleasant interaction in some cases. Something's different. You smell Sigarda. Or even in the past, you may or not have had the interactions. The angel Avacyn, the angels of the Church of Avacyn. You smell celestial divinity. It's emanating off of this woman. It smells sweet, it smells tempting, it smells inviting. Even Florian gave you a story that likely was a lie, where he once had supped on angel blood. Said it was incomparable to anything else he had ever experienced.
I think with all of that information coming over her, she will kind of turn the lost lamb personality she's putting on onto someone who wants to help, and she'll approach the woman very slowly and kneel down and say, "Are you all right?"
No!
Yes, I could imagine. This
The
is...
talking mole, and what is that? And that. And she's backing away still. I can't. Where is Iz?
All right. We should all stick together. He's
I
all...
don't know you.
I will give you this, fair lady. My oath as a mole, that no harm shall come to you while I am here. I will protect you from all threats, foreign and domestic.
Mole, you seem to know at least more about this place than I do. Where can we go to get to safety?
I don't know shit about where we are, unfortunately. But what I do know is this. The strange man seems to have some sort of idea, and perhaps if we get him some safe space, he will have more room to think. This is what my boy would say. he would say that sometimes the mind of a man needs more room to think. And he would go and he would sit in the fields and he would think, because there was more room for his thoughts to occupy.
It is very wise.
But I don't see any fields.
No, but if we run far enough and fast enough, we may find some. And unfortunately, my legs are very short, so I will need someone to pick me up.
You can ride on my shoulder.
Does the distressed lady need something small and furry to pet? My boy, he would often, when he would get overwhelmed, he would want to hold me and pet me. I don't take any offense to it.
She's poking wounds. She's like, I'm dead. This is
Can
her.
you walk?
There is a sound that breaks the concentration of this group. Or rather, perhaps gathers the concentration of this group. As a terrible roar pierces the air past the lightning storms, through the erupting magma and blood. A terrible call ahead. Flying overhead, there is a creature, some sort of draconic beast. Elongated fangs and tusks that jut from the jaw. Red in color, or perhaps it's coated in the blood that litters this place. Eyes aflame, it is hunting. You are aware, very, very aware now, you are out in the open. You may, of course, together try to find shelter. But it must be soon.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I'm gonna roll a survival
Thank you.
check to try to find some place to not be here.
I'd like to do the same.
If everyone wants to give me a whole group survival roll, that would be great.
6.
Guardian's
Natural
Head.
20.
I got a 23.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, fuck. Thanks.
22.
I got 5 total.
Just meets the threshold of a group check. Excellent. Together, as you scan this area, a strange motley crew. You look around. Mole, you take stock higher than you have been in a long time. You go to the very top of Cal's head, and you peer through the cinders, the ash, all of these things. You hear the sound of this draconic creature roaring overhead, but you block it out and you smell. You listen. You taste the air. All of you look, blocked off on the left by magma. Pool of blood behind you that seems to be boiling and spitting forth other demons as they slowly crawl and gather their own senses, much as you have, as they shake off this strange viscous fluid and go right to war. Together, all of you point northeast. Rocky outcroppings. Might not be the safest, but it's certainly safer than where you are now, as this draconic creature swoops down, spitting forth blood and bile, melting everything that it hits, as it swoops down and takes up some of these newborn demons. For whatever meal they'll suffice. You run northeast. Strange question, but is there any communication, any conversation as you run?
Seeing that, I'm just gonna say, I'm sorry, and I'm going, with the mole on my head, I'm going to basically run forward and scoop everybody up, and we're getting the fuck out of here.
And
Sorry.
In an interesting turn of events, Cal, you scoop everyone up. I feel it prevalent. I have no doubt that you can carry these well, technically 4 individuals, but these 3 other individuals that are not tiny. But I'm curious, go ahead and share for the world to know, since you are quite large, what is your carrying capacity? What's the weight that you could possibly carry without being encumbered?
The mole, at the very least, is going to climb down from the head of this giant woolly creature, because that is the best place for a hawk to come by and swoop you up. And he will climb down and he will sort of climb into someone's like pocket or bag, and he will just find a place where he can be very small and safe and hidden.
Mhm. Excellent. Go ahead and do me a favor. Roll me a d4 we'll figure out whose pocket you climb into.
Like, I'll offer him mine, but he said he'd keep an eye on me, so.
Just for logistics purposes. 1. You're going to climb into... Amelia, describe your garb, if you would kindly.
Yeah. Amelia's wearing a very fine black dress, actually. It's obviously covered in soot and blood, and the odd rose petal sticking to the blood. But it's nice clothes, and it has pockets.
That'll be the pocket you climb into, kind of just the closest thing that you can, Mole, into Amelia's pocket. I feel, just for logistics purposes, knowing whose person you're on and which pocket you're in will be very prevalent for the future.
So carrying capacity is 540 pounds, and drag push lift is 1,080.
Okay. Given what I know about Amelia, Nadidah, and Oberon as well, again, the mole. The mole's weight is negligible. Everyone else's, you're not exactly pushing your limits here, Cal. It's a little bit difficult being injured, but you scoop everyone up, you run, you move.
One with a trunk, another under each arm, and I am apologizing the entire way.
Excellent. And with your guys' shared survival roll, you run, you move, you are ducking, weaving, dodging, and all of you may feel free. Let me know, actually, if you are calling out any dangers that appear on the left, on the right, above, anything that you might notice Cal running toward and not noticing. I just want to know the cohesion of this current group.
Since I rolled a natural 20, I'll call out anything in our path.
Oh, actually, sorry, Gilbert. You mentioned being injured, and that's what made me think of this. I just realized I said earlier, I still have a sword sticking out of my back. Does that make this run any more difficult?
Probably. But
yeah.
Again, the group survival check has helped you out quite a bit.
I will, while he's running, I'll be facing the other way, pulling the sword out and casting Healing Word on him, so he can keep running without being stopped.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll me for Healing Word. And noticing this, excellent. So go ahead and heal yourself some 4 hit points, Cal. But for those of you, the clerics, Nadidah and Oberon, you guys have spent some significant time healing and making sure that others are well taken care of. You can tell of the group who is injured. Cal very clearly was injured. Oberon, you've handled that. Nadidah, also in this moment, you guys got a good look at her. She's bruised. She is bleeding in certain areas. It's nothing terribly... It's not a sword sticking out of her stomach, but she's clearly been pummeled. As well, Oberon is also suffering a bit. You have that open wound on your stomach as well. If anyone would like to do that as you guys are running, handle that as you guys are running.
I'm wounded, even though I'm obviously wounded, I'm just not gonna express it. So they don't worry about me just yet.
Can I reach over and touch Oberon while I'm being carried?
Absolutely.
Can I use Cure Wounds on him then?
By all means. Go ahead and roll me healing for Cure Wounds.
So I rolled a 2, but it's 1d8 plus 4.
It'll be 6 healing for you, Oberon.
More than enough.
Perfect.
Yay!
Much appreciated.
Nadidah, there's that feeling again. That feeling of queasiness, and... Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw real quick.
7.
7. Cal, unfortunately, a mess is made as Nadidah kind of tightens up and you can feel her tense in your grip as she spews forth vomit and ichor. It's not normal. It's not normal puke or vomit. You have children, you know what this looks like, but this is not normal. This is not... There's streaks of black and a strangeness to it. All of you can see this. Cal, some of it has gotten onto your fur. But again,
I didn't know you got motion sickness. I'm sorry. I'm trying to take this steady path, but there is not a steady path.
Fine,
And-
it's fine, it's fine.
as you say this, Cal, there's a realization as you have the comparison of what, as strange as it is, normal vomit looks like and motion sickness. You can compare this to raising your children. And there's a sinking feeling. You have children. You had children. You have no idea what happened to them. You have no idea where they are. Are they here? Where are your children? Everyone else, again, you see this. Whether you speak on it or make a mental note, it's entirely up to you. But
Can I make a
run.
medicine check?
Go ahead.
23.
Best you can tell, let me make this very clear. Great roll. A medicine check. She
I'm just gonna make sure she
seems...
doesn't die on us.
She's not going to die on you. She just... It's a strange thing. That ichor is dried blood. It's the same sensation you coughed up blood when you were stabbed. It's the similar thing, but it's aged. She's taken your wound, internalized it, and it's as if it's been fast-forwarded and spewed forth. She doesn't seem to be bleeding, but you know the sensation.
Okay.
At this point in time, Cal, you reach what seems to be a safety feature, a cave. Jagged rocks and stone, hard, sharp points. But you rush into the cave. There's no guarantee of safety here. As you can see, splatters of blood, what used to be creatures, as well as ground up bones, but it's not exactly a deep cave either. But it will grant you cover, and will grant you a moment of respite, as you can all take a breath.
And I will gently set everybody down.
The scene is yours. I turn it over to all of you.
I'll check my pocket and say, "Are you alright, little one?"
Oh, don't worry about me. This is nothing compared to the slums of Akros. I am always ready.
Okay. And I'll actually... What's up?
Are you okay, pale lady? You look like the sun has never given you a kiss.
I am as fine as I can be in such a
Then I-
situation.
Then I hope one day Heliod decides to give you a kiss.
Just smile and nod, but I don't reply. And I will immediately turn my attention to Nadidah and crouch down next to her and say, "Are you okay?"
I'm fine. I'm fine. It's fine. We're fine. Is the cave floor hard, soft, rock, dirt?
Rock, stone. Nothing seems to be soft in this place, save for the viscera and leaving behind of corpses that litter this landscape. And I would like to express Oberon. Heliod is a word you do know. You recognize it as one of the gods of another plane, Theros, which helps draw some conclusions if you're already piecing things together. I'll leave it to you, but I turn the situation back over to the rest of your group. Please, all of you.
Where
Could
are
I-
you guys? Oh no, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna ask if I could make a roll to hide like my disgust at all this blood. This is probably very overwhelming.
I will ask you for... Let's call this a deception check.
20.
20. Anyone who wishes to pierce that veil would have to beat that with an insight roll. Or if you'd like to, for all of you, in this current moment, if you want to rely on your passive insight, that's entirely up to all of you. But again, the scene is all of yours.
The mole rolls a 23 on his inside.
Amelia,
Oh.
the mole, though you don't know it, has very keen insight. Seems to be very attuned to the emotions of people. You'd like to describe what you're feeling exactly in this moment, what you're truly feeling, and how you feel with the situation. Please.
Yeah, Amelia is. It just looks like she's overwhelmed with scent. Is the best way to describe it. Like trying to like kind of cover her face and coughing a little, but trying to hide that.
You have been surrounded by blood so much that the smell of it haunts you.
I know not what you mean, little one. I mean, this place is disgusting, to say the least.
You know exactly what I mean. It's okay. You will speak about it when you're ready.
Hmm.
But I will let you know this. You stick with them all. And we will wash these memories away like the blood your hands have known.
Looks, but there's a flash of perturbedness that comes across her face, but she wipes it away and just smiles and say, "Well, and kind of like change the subject, saying, this is obviously very overwhelming and new for all of us. I can see, if we're going to be surviving together, we should at least know each other's names."
I'm Oberon, and I come from Ravnica. I feel like you guys also come from different places.
What does that word mean?
Weird.
Ravnica. What
My
does that
homeland.
word mean?
I know of no place named Ravnica.
Nadidah, you do. The stories. A world of city. From the traders, from the people who would come and sell things, the heroes, stories of the Vanguard, one of their largest locations, those heroes that are based on Ravnica, a whole other world.
Amelia looks a little taken aback, but doesn't say anything. Just kind of starts to size everybody up. Now that we have a moment to breathe.
Well, I am
You got-
called the Mole, and I am from the city of Akros. You strange man, are you blessed by Thassa deep dwelling? You have the wings like the merfolk. I have met merfolk. They look like you.
No, but we get our traits from them. When I show him my fins or ray.
Perhaps your father was a devotee of Thassa.
As I will clarification as well, Nadidah, you recognized the word Heliod and now Thassa. One of the great heroes, these are his gods. Gathering information, please continue.
So do I know what plane he's from?
Given your past experiences, you would recognize the gods of Theros, absolutely. Nadidah,
I'll
you
try
would
to.
also do the same.
So do you know Theros?
Yes, this is where I am from. I am from Akros, the city by the sea.
Okay, cool. All right, got you hammered down.
What is going
Please
on?
don't hit me with a hammer. I am very small.
No, it was a figure of speech.
Ah, I see.
I'm sorry, what is going on?
We are introducing ourselves. What is your name and where are you from?
I understand that part, but you say you're from Akaros?
Akros. Yes.
I have no idea where that is.
Ah, that is a shame. I will have to take you some time. It is a very splendid city.
Okay, so it's a city. Sorry, this is very confusing. I'm Cal.
Cal. I like it. That is a good name, Cal. It is like the sound that the crows make.
I suppose. I come from the city of sorry. I feel a little unwell. Thogfield here. Is the city I come from, but I'm sorry, you're saying these places, but I don't know where they are.
So I'll try to explain to them the multiverse in a very simplistic manner.
Oh boy.
There are many different worlds that are interconnected. I come from one where a bunch of heroes came and saved the multiverse. It is very well known to us there, but my first formative years of my life, I didn't know about this, and I only learned through them. So most of you might not know what that is.
I've heard stories of this, but nothing about it actually being true.
For all of your knowledge, to give you a summary, Mole, you are entirely spark blind. There's no... You unfortunately were in a time that even your boy didn't understand, didn't have this concept. Nadidah, you understand this. You've heard the stories. Zendikar is primarily spark blind, but they know of other worlds. They know of the creatures that came. You know of the heroes. You sought out their stories. Cal, you are fully spark blind. You know the stories, but it's just stories. Amelia, you are a strange case. You know a fragment. Your patron would have given you information, as well as you saw a number of these heroes at the wedding. You saw what they were capable of. Please continue.
Sizing everybody up, Amelia will look to Oberon. Say, you come from the City of Heroes, then?
Yes.
I see.
Wait, we still have one who has not introduced himself.
And he'll pad over and just kind of pull on your sleeve.
Introduce yourself, it is polite.
Me?
Yes.
Oh. Not Nadidah.
Where are you from, scared lady?
I come from Zendikar.
That is a beautiful name. It has no meaning to me, however.
Yeah.
Is it a nice place with beautiful fields and tall mountains?
It's depends on where you go. There's different parts to Zendikar, and
I wish for you all to see Taros someday. It is a gem. It is beauty beyond beauty.
As
It's wonderful.
Nadidah describes Zendikar, I feel it pertinent to let two of you know. Amelia, Oberon, you know Zendikar from different experiences and different types of learning. Oberon, you know from the stories, the heroes, you know from the studies, and from, of course, almost the entirety of Ravnica not being spark blind. But Amelia, you know Zendikar based off of a creature that came. A horrible, eldritch monstrosity that came down. Almost destroyed the entirety of your home. All of Innistrad under siege. So much so that the vampires, the church, werewolves, everyone threw down their arms away from one another and instead took them all up together, united, a one front, all of Innistrad fighting for its survival. The creature Emrakul came from Zendikar. These are the stories.
I've heard of Zendikar through stories. Sounds interesting, to say the least. Now, I'd like to point out that Amelia never introduced herself, but this was by design. She slunk through the conversation to keep things away from her.
I noticed. I would allow, given the previous role, the mole to notice as well.
What are you called and where are you from, lady who has never been kissed by Heliod?
You may call me Amelia. And she'll kind of look to Oberon. And a calculation will come across her face. I am from Innistrad.
You know this place, Oberon. Nadidah, vaguely, you know this place. You know that the legend, almost a myth, long ago, one of the original heroes, one of the, well, some call him a hero, but again, his name is very rarely thrown around. A being once so powerful that stood and helped imprison the Eldrazi, these creatures that plagued your plane. One of the originals long, long ago. He was from Innistrad. That pale, white-haired swordsman. That strange creature. Ageless, timeless, who swore to return, but never did.
Well, now we all know each other's names. This is a good start. Now, I must ask, did you all curse your gods before being sent here, or was that just me?
I think that was just you.
No. I believe that was just you.
Hmm.
I
So they know that I am a threat to them. Hmm.
taking
I
on
was-
the gods is a bold endeavor.
Hmm. I shouted up to Nykthos. I said, "Hear me now. You will give my boy back to me." And they sent me away. So they must have him.
You lost your boy.
He went out one day and he and his friends, they never return. So when I run out of bugs to eat, I go looking for him. And I went to the river where we fish.
And the mole will actually reach into, will crawl back up Amelia's leg and reach into the pocket that he was in and pull out a tiny stick that has a string that has been put into it and a hook on the end.
It is the stream where we used to fish with these, and I look for him there, and then I curse the gods and tell them they must give my boy back to me. They must. I will stand for no less. And then they send me here, I think. Punishment, a hero's journey they have sent me on. And my boy, he was the greatest of heroes. Oh, he was something to behold. Kithian, he was, a hero among heroes.
I don't know how we're going to get home. If there's a way to get you back there so you can find your boy, we'll find it.
Oberon, you are in a unique situation. You have a story, you have information, but there's only one way to truly form a hypothesis, and your scientific mind goes through the Simic training. You need more information. This lines up with what your hypothesis. What else happened? How else did everyone get here? You need the story so you can truly come to the conclusion.
Yes. I was in a park, enjoying the night, reliving past memories, going through my old shoebox of card collection I had when I was stabbed and stolen from. All I remember is the smell of salt water on their boots as they walked away. And then I ended up here. What did all of you do before you got here?
I was nothing too interesting for me, to be honest. I was at home and now I'm here.
This doesn't line up with what you know, Oberon. There's something more there. And you can feel free to make an insight roll against Amelia's deception.
Yeah, I'll do that. 21.
Aw, 17.
All I'll
Oops.
say, I won't like bring up a deception. All I'll say is, did you feel any particularly strong emotions while you were at home?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And I gestured to Cal.
I kind of like reach through my bag and I take out a small sort of golden talisman that sort of looks like a dragon's head. Men wearing this, and I kind of toss it on the ground. They attacked my town, my city. They burned buildings. They attacked people indiscriminately. I took up my hammer and I took out as many of them as I could. I don't know where my wife and children are. I was trying to get to them. I was making my way through the crowd. My father tried to help me through, but there were so many of them, and then I woke up here. And I pick up that talisman again and grip it tightly in my hand. I need to get back there.
I have only ever seen one other creature what looked like that other than the one we saw before here. Are these creatures common?
Yes.
Are they not like owls for you big folk?
I don't understand what you mean. I'm sorry.
Owls, they fly silent in the night. You cannot hear the flapping of their wings. They come and they swoop us up. They are terrifying predators.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Yes. Some. They are predators. Yes. Some of them. Not all, but they're a powerful force sometimes, especially when they get larger. But
Yes.
I never saw the creature. I only saw this.
I am sorry.
They did it in his name. And
I'm sorry that happened to you, my big friend.
And you? And I gestured to Nadidah.
My mother. It's just not my mother. It was a fight.
Okay. You don't have to go into detail if you don't want to.
I'd rather not.
Perhaps this is why when we become around 8 months old, moles leave the burrow to make their own. Perhaps it is to avoid conflicts like this with our not mothers.
Oberon, 4 of the 5. That is enough to form a conclusion to your hypothesis. It's real. You knew this, but happening to you. An ignition, a spark. Planeswalkers, 5 of them. What are the odds? Same time, same plane. You're a
I'm relative.
planeswalker.
I believe that we have awoken, in a matter of speaking. That we have gained the ability to traverse planes. All of us. That we are brought here for a reason. And that we will be useful allies to one another. That's just my belief.
Did I, Dungeon Master, did I know about, well, I knew about the heroes that attacked the wedding, but did I know about Soren and his ability to do this?
You know that Soren is frequently missing.
Okay.
As far as like how sparkblind you are, you know that other worlds exist. You know that Emrakul came from a place called Zendikar, another world. As far as Soren, that is a difficult thing to know. So many rumors fly around that individual. It's difficult to pin down the truths.
So you're saying that we can control this?
I'm saying we have the power. I don't know if we can control it right away.
Well, that is inconvenient.
So we can potentially go home.
Yes.
It is like filling a bucket. Sometimes you overfill the bucket and you pull it out of the water and water go everywhere. But you fill a bucket enough times and you learn how not to overfill.
Okay. So how do I fill the bucket?
I think that becomes the question, my very large friend. But I will make this oath to all of you. The same that I made to Nadidah. No harm shall befall you as long as you stay with them all. I will protect you. My boy would stand for no less. I get the feeling that the legend of them all is beginning. Theros, my home, it is the home of great heroes, demigods, rising up, fighting for what they believe in, fighting for what is good. And I will fight for you. You have my word.
Much appreciated.
I
Thank you.
want to ask you a question, Mole. When you speak these words, are you being honest?
10,000%. He knows nothing else. And I think there's a part of him that is cognizantly aware that in this moment, these words almost don't feel like his own. Almost feels like he's being spoken through.
Note of protection. Scene remains all of yours.
I recall something. Ley lines. They are one of the sources that can help fuel us. I don't know how, but if we could track one down, maybe that will
Yes.
help us further.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Those I know about.
Perfect.
What is do not all lines lay down? I am confused.
No. It's like almost like a vein of magical energy in the ground. But
Oh,
if we can tap into that,
I can burrow very deep.
I don't think that would be necessary. But I like your thinking. No, there are many of them in my world, Istala. There's yes. Okay.
So how does one go about finding a how you say ley line?
Nadidah, your mind jumps in. You have the answer to this question. Your plane is unique, and where the mana flows strangely and changes the world around you. Druids and tribal elders of all different walks of life teach to channel the mana, to meditate, to feel the earth, to feel these ley lines, these strange pulses of magic. Oberon, you have academic information. Cal, perhaps you have a sort of spiritual side of this as well. Nadidah, I pick you as your mind jumps in, because again, you know these stories and you understand ley lines. Zendikar is incredible for its mana sources.
We trying to find a way to make this make sense. If we're looking for ley lines, then essentially we're looking for magic. Because if what you're saying is right, then that means it's the Planeswalkers all. It's Jace. It's everyone that came to Zendikar. With the Eldrazi, it's everything. And you're trying to tell me that that's what we are?
Yes. Well, that's what my main theory is. I believe a large amount that this is to be true.
I burrowed through the earth for a very long time before I fell asleep. What was it like for all of you?
I don't burrow, so I don't know what you mean.
When the gods, they sent me away, a hole opened beneath me and I was falling, and so I began to burrow and find my way.
Consciousness was slipping through my fingers, so I cannot recall.
I remember a bright light.
Oh, you should not go towards those. Those are usually the sun.
This was thankfully not the sun, but it was everywhere. And it was dark, and now, well, here I am.
I would like to point out, as just a note, after please continue this, Oberon and Amelia, you know the name Jace. You know that he is a powerful mind mage and telepath. Oberon, you know he is a planeswalker. Amelia, you know he comes from somewhere else, some sort of hermit, some sort of... He's one of those who helped destroy Emrakul. And Mole, a unique situation for you. The name feels familiar. You have no idea who he is.
And she'll kind of pat over to Nadidah. Who is this man? This Jace.
This is one of the planeswalkers that came to Zendikar
I must find him.
Wait.
His name, it feels right. I must find him. He will know where I can find my boy.
I don't. They travel at the blink of an eye. They go where they want.
And soon we will too.
Do you know how to feel for the ley lines?
I need the ground. I need ground. I can't. It's stone. Everything is stone. I need earth.
Perhaps deeper in the cave. Or maybe go up? I am not sure where we are. We should most likely figure out where it is we actually are. Because with the advent of this, how you say, dragon, with the advent of this creature appearing in the sky, we may actually be beyond the river which circles the world. This may actually be the underworld, as it were. I may have incidentally lied to you, and there may actually be a mole in the underworld, and I am sorry if I did lie, but I will make it up to you. Erebos is known for keeping a many-headed dragon to guard the gates into the underworld.
I'm sorry. If we're planeswalkers, then why would we be in the underworld? Unless we're all dead at the same time. But I don't think that's the case. I'm fairly certain we've ruled that out.
Oh no. I could have hooked a pike and been dragged into the river and drowned.
I don't think we've ruled out that we're dead. I don't.
I've never been dead, so I can't confirm nor deny that.
I
Haven't either.
No.
died.
No.
And the mole will kind of flap his little paws.
This is enough of this dying talk. We are meant to be heroes. Heroes of legend.
Does it matter if we're dead?
They never die for good.
Well, but the dead do good things too. Callie used to. Never mind. Never mind.
I do not trust those who dwell in the service of Erebos.
Not necessarily the service of Erebos. I mean, not everything that walks is alive. There has to be good and bad and life and death and balance. And never mind. I'm shutting up now.
Amelia, that is an interesting mindset. It's the mindset of a Stitcher. It's the mindset of a necromancer. Of some sort of graft priest. And for all of your knowledge, or rather, those of you who understand ley lines, just to clarify what you would know. How to attune to a ley line, whether you know it from academics or from a spiritual perspective, you do need to kind of tap into the world itself. You need to feel the magic. You need to meditate. The fact that this is stone will make it a little bit more difficult if you are not attuned to that type of dwelling place. But if that's all you have, then it's a possibility. But meditation, focus, and sort of zoning into it is the only way to find out.
The mole. How good is your nose?
I actually have something that might be of use to us here. I've got, I guess you could call it an elemental affinity with Earth specifically. So, using that, is there some kind of check I could use to potentially try to meditate on this and
describe? Go ahead and detail for me. What do you mean your elemental affinity?
So from the primordial aspect. So the feature itself is primordial affinity. It says, while able to control all elements, your primordial birth was sparked by one particular element, which is the primordial affinity. and your body is infused with malleable elemental energy. In my case, that is earth, which grants me a couple of benefits like resistance to poison damage, and I get extra temporary hit points and stuff whenever that comes into play. But
Yes, absolutely. I would allow you to make a check. Let me poke through this real quick.
okay.
I'm gonna call this. I'm actually gonna give you a choice on this, depending on how you want to go about this. Well, tell me what the mood is. Tell me what the vibe is. If you want to meditate, and kind of tune into this, what's your vibe? How do you want to go about this emotionally, mentally, so on and so forth?
So, sitting on the ground, I just basically want to take my hands and place them on the ground beside me, close my eyes, and try to steady my breathing and focus on what I feel in the ground, and see if there's anything that I can pick up on. Now, Kel's not particularly skilled in magic like some of our like the clerics and what have you, but magic is not completely foreign to him, even though he's not well practiced in it.
Go ahead and give me a nature or arcana check.
Okay.
And
Can
I would
I-
like...
Cast guidance on him.
That leads into my next question is, Cal, are you letting your friends know, well, friends,
Yes.
your companions know that you're doing this?
Yes. I'm going to... Let me see. I'm going to see if I can sense it. Maybe I can.
Yeah, I'll put my hand on your shoulder and try to help.
Okay.
Or count
Alright.
it.
I will pray for you.
Alright. So I'm gonna go...
Just cursed all the gods.
I'm going to pause for 1 second. Oberon, you're going to cast guidance. Mole, you are praying. I am interested to hear what exactly that means for you. What praying to who, praying to what, and what sentiment?
The mole will crouch down the way the Kithian showed him to. And he will pray under his breath. He will say,
Krufix, God of the horizons. Show my friend what we need to see. It is your eyes that always see the edge of what may be. Takes one beyond where their road they thought was ended. Show him, Krufix.
Grant you advantage on this, Cal. Amelia, Nadidah, is there anything you'd like to do in this moment?
Amelia's been noticeably quiet ever since Oberon, or the mole is the mole who asked what happened when we planeswalked. She's been noticeably quiet and looking a little angry. But now she's just watching. She doesn't have anything to offer.
Nadidah?
I'm just gonna move closer to him for right now. See how it goes.
Understood. As the mole is praying, Oberon is casting guidance. Cal is meditating. I will give you an opportunity, Nadidah, to kind of notice that Amelia is quiet. Whether or not you want to comment on that or pry, it's entirely up to you. But it's something you do clock.
He's just watching her. Not like blatantly, she just kind of keeps an eye on her.
Excellent. Cal.
Yes. So, from the advantage on the roll and from guidance, at a grand total of 18.
18. Good roll. Guidance and this prayer. Nadidah, you are uniquely equipped to feel ley lines, and being close to Cal, you can feel He pushes through. Every one of you feel that he pushes through. He can feel this sort of attunement happening, this motion of Cal almost prying through stonework and touching, feeling out for the magic of this world, this plane, this new area. And all of you have different reactions. Cal, most of all, as you touch. Not a ley line, but a sliver. The touch of the mist that flows to a line. It is violent, angry. You feel no connection to this place. It repulses you almost. And it almost forces you back before grabbing onto you, seizing you by the fur and pulling you in, almost grinning. Just smiles. You can feel fire and blood and rage and anger and hatred. It all burns into you. It seizes you aggressively, violently. You are not attuning to it. It wants you. It wants to take whatever you have. Corrupt it. Feel it. Use it. Nadidah, being close to him, you feel uneasy. You feel not rage or hatred, but you feel passion. You feel this place is full of life. Albeit it's war, but it's movement, it's fight, it's drive, it's passion. It all feels like fire, like lightning shooting through you. You don't attune to this. You're not meditating, but you can feel it emanating off of Cal. It's something he's not comfortable with. You can feel the sensations. Oberon, Mole, in the same vein, it repulses you. It pushes you away. It's not right. This place is wrong. It's aggressive. It's cruel. It has every possibility of tearing you apart. It's like the world itself is hunting and will shred you to pieces. Amelia. It feels like home. It's laid bare. All the underhanded comments. The battlefield of a dinner table. The war lines of a council chamber. All of that melts away. The gravitas and the respectability gone. Vicious, hungry monsters fight outside, and it's home. It's everything that you are. It's everything that she is. Everything your patron is. It's everything at your core. That rage, that fury, that passion. It's a fight, it's ambition, it's emotion, all electricity and fire rising in you. You can feel it. It feels like home and you want to pull in. You can touch it, almost. Cal, you feel sick. As this fades, as it finally releases you and you pull away, you're sweating. Which is something that is a strange sensation. But in this moment, we're going to take our break. We'll see you all very soon.
America has always been a place where conservatism and religious ideology has been fed by men to the uneducated like milk from their mother's teat. What this breeds is an environment for blind obeisance and ignorant fear, which controls the masses just as much as the blood of the covenant or the barrel of a gun. Men bring the raising of ground and the pillaging of Gaia's bounty, and this has never been more of a threat to the Garu nation than it is now in the days of the apocalypse. However, all of this is where this story begins, but not yet where the tale begins. For that, we will need to reach back through the time and haze of the deep umbra to find the beginning. Walk with me, you little wolf, and reach us through time will show you a story that even ancient Phoenix has forgotten.
Brother, long have you been my warden? Did you think you could stop all of my plans? I know you can feel yourself fading, growing weaker as my contingency unfolds. Brother, don't you see? In the end, we are nothing alike. I know you have assembled your own consortium against me. So, brother, when you fall, just as the shattered gate watch before you, this eternal vanguard and the entire multiverse will contest with my Ignited.
Hello and welcome back. Through the acts of editing magic, it will have been a few seconds, maybe even a microsecond for you. Our heroes, having attempted to attune or find the ley lines of this place, have all felt various different things. Amelia being the only one who feels truly capable of attuning, feeling for this place's magic. We turn now back to all of you. After this strange experience, some harrowing, some of a small understanding, and for one, a unique feeling of home. I turn the scene back over to all of you.
So, just for clarity's sake, it let go, right? So I'm now, like, not connected to it?
It feels as if it released you, yes.
Okay.
I don't like it here.
Neither do I. That... You felt that too?
Yeah.
Were you able to find the ley line?
Was I able to find the ley line?
You were able to feel where it was going, yes. And drawing on where you were running from, toward a larger mound, possibly a volcanic construction. You can feel it.
And would I be able to point that out?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Yes.
And we need the ley line to do what exactly?
To fill the bucket. Hopefully.
And if... Can you fill your bucket from that where you look distressed by just touching it?
I don't know. There's
Just
a lot of
worrisome.
power there. There's a lot of power there. Enough power, I would even dare to say, but...
And yet the power, I feel it too. It was... It did not fit within my soul. It felt wrong. I do not want to use this magic. But if this is the magic we must use to go somewhere else, it seems I have no choice. I will do anything to get back to my boy.
Oberon,
Yes.
if we use this magic to leave, could we go anywhere?
Theoretically.
Okay.
But how do we all go to the same place? Are we gonna go to different places?
I'll look to the ones who know a little bit more about planeswalking than myself.
I turn to the demon and say, do I know the answer?
Oberon, for this, I will require a history check. Let's see how well you paid attention to the stories of those heroes and how that works.
Oh, yeah. Pray for me. No.
Oof.
It was a
You-
3. I'm not going to bother with guidance, because even if I had advantage, it'd still be a 3. So,
What I will say, right off rip, even with a failed roll, Nadidah and Oberon, you know that it is possible to go to the same place. You don't know how.
Yeah.
You don't know how that works.
I can do it.
I believe the Mo can.
How
If
can you
want-
do it?
I don't know if I could do it.
I just know that I can. And I
if we
think
could-
at that moment, the mole will, looking up to Nadidah as she begins to speak, will think, and I think it'll dawn on him that he knows he can, because he knows his boy did.
Somewhere deep within, indeed. Nadidah, please, continue.
I can't remember if they told stories of how they traveled. If we could agree on a place and we all think of the same place, maybe we would go to the same place.
One of us can draw up the energy to open the way. My oath to all of you to protect you will bind us together enough to go.
You know of places that I don't. How am I supposed to follow? If we all have to think of the same place.
Amelia, you do not look as if the energy of this place was repulsive to you. Neither do you, Nadidah. Something about this place resonates with the both of you.
Well, you could say it feels like home. In a way.
And
That's
if we were to return to your home,
My home. Well, I would rather help you find your boy. And you find your children.
a hero's journey never begins at the end. I will find him, but the gods have put you all on my path to do something, to find your boy as it is. Everyone has a boy to find, whether it is a boy or something else.
Have to inquire. Amelia, you've been quiet. I think that guarded is a good word for how you are with your new companions. But for the sake of clarity, just for our lovely viewers, and for the peek into your mind, everyone has a boy to find. Your boy. You do technically have one now. do you feel as the mole speaks these words?
Amelia's first thought when we speak of traveling to somewhere else is to go anywhere but Innistrad. I am not mentally or physically strong enough in a place to face Olivia after what she did.
Understood. Please continue.
Is it dark out, or does it seem like it's gonna get dark?
It's difficult to tell with the light outside, but you can certainly take a peek if you'd like.
Yeah, I will. Do you want me to roll anything, or just...
No, I have, Actually, what is your passive perception? Just going off of that for the time being.
That is a lovely 13.
13. You may feel free to roll if you wish. See if you can get higher than that 13. Difficult to tell. The sky is dark, only lit up by the lightning strikes. The fires make it difficult to tell. It's hard to tell what time it is, what if it's midday, evening, the break of day. What you do see, Oberon, is a streak. A blue flash moving hurriedly, jumping, leaving a trail behind it off of demons' heads, leaping high into the sky, nimble, quick. It's coming right toward you.
I will duck my head back into our cove and say, we might have company. It's coming in quick.
I will greet it with the fury of Perforos.
My goodness.
Does it look like something we can fight?
It was fast. I couldn't
don't
keep
like
an
the
eye on
sound
it.
of that.
Could I try to take a peek?
By all means, you go ahead and take a peek. Go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Oh, I thought oops, I don't have proficiency at that. Huh. That is a whole... I can do math. 13. Wow.
13. Difficult to tell. It seems like a blue streak. Is everyone going over to the mouth of the cave and looking at this?
Yeah, sure.
As you guys are all
Nope.
moving incredibly... Okay, fair enough. Incredibly close. Now, even as you go back over to the mouth of the cave overrun, it's made significant headway. It's so fast. Nimble, quick. I would allow all of you to make another perception roll, but as you take the moment to move, as Amelia gets a glimpse out as the rest of you trail up behind, aside from Nadidah, it's already there. It arrives quickly, with a gust of wind as it stops. It is the size of maybe a large German shepherd. Blue fur with a red underbelly of fur. Large, almost pointed, orangish ears. Glowing blue eyes. What trails behind it is almost a scroll-like tail with blue writing glittering it, telling a story, a message. The fur forms a sort of beard of orange, this burning orange color, with braids and even jewelry in it. Its right paw is missing, but in its place is a large, makeshift, almost an appendage that you would give someone who has lost a limb. 2 metal claws. Beautiful craftsmanship. It's a strange-looking squirrel. Size of a large dog. With runic script trailing across the tail that seems to trail back wherever it came from, for almost a league. Stops and stares at all of you. Curious look behind the glowing blue eyes. And the braids shifts almost as if it is waving in the wind. It seems calm. What would y'all like to do?
Brother Rodent, can you speak?
Looks to you and kind of tilts its head.
I offer it my hand.
Looks to you. Sniffs. And lowers its head and kind of examines all of you.
I'll go over to Nadidah and kind of take a defensive position in front of her. Nothing like overtly threatening. Just make that clear. I'm not trying to size up.
Is anyone else doing anything?
So I'm looking this thing over. Do you understand us?
It nods. And I would like everyone to make a perception check.
Sorry, I do have to ask, is this scent based?
This will be, well, I'll allow that. This is not scent based, but this is more visual, but are you asking because of a feature that you have that would grant you advantage?
Yes.
I will grant you advantage anyway.
I got a nat 20 for a grand total of 24.
Copy.
Natural one.
Rough.
I mean,
9.
I also got a 24.
Excellent. And Oberon?
17.
17. Oberon, Cal, and the Mole. Ironically enough, the 3 that were involved in this. The 3 that were closest.
Oh.
The 3 that heard it. Mole, the scrolling script contains different runes you don't recognize. Across its tail, that scroll-like tail that contains fur and the writing. Your prayer is written. In glowing blue script, along this creature's tail. More is being added, not yours. Other prayers.
You heard me. You came because you heard my prayer.
Not.
It is a friend. Can you show us the way to a place which is not so foul as this?
Nods twice.
We must follow the squirrel.
Yes.
Wouldn't be the strangest thing that happened today.
No, I can imagine this is probably your first time speaking to a mole. I think I am the only one of my kind. I have never met another mole that could speak.
I've never seen one. Never seen it.
Nope, this is definitely a first for me.
I didn't even know I could speak until today. So.
Did you? I'm sorry if this is a strange question, but did you ever try?
Oh, many times. I tried to speak to the boy and it come out, not at all, I think.
Sorry, getting distracted. We should go.
May I ride on your back, brother
Cool.
squirrel?
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. I'm sorry. It's force of habit.
It nods.
And I will climb up its leg onto its back.
I extend my oath of protection to you.
How should we follow you?
Turns, almost circles around your group once, the tail trailing behind it. Incredibly long, begins to move, taking the mole with him as he just begins to walk. It's at this moment that you realize no demons come near. The trail of the scroll-like tail, no one seems to avoid it.
Yes, I think this is good fortune for us.
I want this squirrel forever.
Yeah, I think I think the mole will just kind of curl up into a little bun at the base of its neck, and kind of with his head against the back of its head, he'll just kind of whisper into its fur.
All of my friends, they have names, and I do not truly, I don't understand. My boy, he also have a name, but I do not have a name. Do you have a name?
Nods as it continues to walk.
Would you like to keep it secret?
Give me either an animal handling or an insight check.
18 on an insight.
Gather that it would tell you its name if it could, but this creature does not speak. At least not in the way that all of you do.
Then I will name you friend for now.
It sort of chitters as you all walk. Nadidah, I have to ask, because you purposely separated yourself and kept to the back of the, or well, kept inside the cave as everyone investigated. Do you follow?
At the very end, yes. Just kind of cautiously watching everything.
I'll be right in front of her. Well, because I was already in front of her. I'll notice her hesitation and extend my hand and say, again, not the strangest thing that's happened today.
Not the strangest thing.
I'll be more or less looking around as we're walking, just kind of keeping an eye out, so if anything comes up, give it a good old smack with the hammer.
Everything seems to avoid this creature, not just the tail, but it seems to sort of repel. It's, for all of you, it's strange. It's, you know that, this is basic things, that a squirrel is not a predator by any means, but this is a creature that walks freely, that moves throughout all of this world, unchecked, unafraid. It's strange to see it stare down predators and kind of pay them no mind in a lot of cases. But it walks. Nothing comes close. There are a few larger demons that you can see clad in armor that loom and watch, looking for an opening. But it quickly kind of glances over at them and they just stand or they retreat.
I think also watching that, the mole will kind of lean into its ear a little.
Does the dragon fear you as well? Or is it just these creatures which it eats?
It looks up toward the sky. There's no dragon to be seen.
You are a mighty squirrel.
It walks with you all for some time. You may feel free to converse if you wish, or if you walk in trust and silence. It's fine as well. But it continues. And eventually, you come to another cave. Deeper this time. And before it goes in, looks to all of you. And sort of brushes up against all of you, making a point to touch you. No rolls needed, really. Pushes against you all. Keeps nudging, brushing up against all of you. Until it becomes a little more forceful, a little more urgent.
We must go deeper.
When it brushes past me, I'll kind of let my hand glide along its fur.
As you do this, it looks back at you very quickly and nods. Urges.
Well, then deeper we shall go.
Do any of you understand the language on his tail? I see that part there, that is in my language. That was my prayer that brought him here. But do any of you understand any of the words on his tail?
Do we?
I would say that there are bits and pieces. This is, so for the sake of this, and for clarity for this kind of mechanical as well, every plane that you visit will have their own version of common, and there will be bits and pieces that you could make out. So you can understand bits and pieces, words here and there. The one who I think that would have the most understanding is Cal. This script is written in a very similar fashion to an older dialect.
So actually, I have a spell that may help us even further than that. I have Comprehend Languages.
Would you like to cast Comprehend Languages?
I would love to. I can do it once per long rest. So,
Comprehend Languages allows you to read, correct? Not understand, or is that
so
hearing it as well?
I understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that I hear, and understand any written language that I see, but must be touching the surface on which the words are written. It takes about 1 minute to read 1 page of text, and it doesn't decode secret messages in a text or glyph, such as an arcane sigil that isn't part of a written language. So as long as it's a language.
What does it look like when Cal casts Comprehend Languages?
Well, I want to say this came from the background that I have. Yes. So this comes from the Rune Shaper background feature that I have. So on Cal's clothing, there's various runes. So here, up on his shoulder, a little, almost like a button or a clasp, but there's a rune etched into it, and he's just kind of pressing his hand and sort of tracing over the rune. And as he does, it starts to glow lightly.
Excellent. As you do this, you touch the creature, and the prayers begin to make sense. It's not for this creature, though a word is repeated over and over, as if the same way you would address a mail carrier or a postman. Toski, please deliver. I seek the guidance of Alrund. Toski, please deliver unto the prayers continue. I ask this creature, whose name now you know, Toski, to deliver the messages to the gods.
You are Toski.
Not
Ski.
Thank you.
There's something that changes, it shifts, Cal. The script kind of flows and changes. Words. Not a prayer, but a message to you. to all of you. Stay close. Take heed and grab my fur. Traveling the world tree is tricky business. I don't wish to lose all of you yet.
I will relay the tech.
I will pet him and then say, much appreciate Toski. And I'll lay my hand on him.
I will hold on to his fur as well.
Nadidah?
Sure.
As you all continue, please.
The mole will just grip a little bit tighter and whisper in his ear.
Your name is Toski. You need a title. I bet you already have one.
Hell, you can kind of relate this. This is also accompanying the name Toski. In a lot of these prayers, he is called the Bearer of Secrets.
Bearer of Secret.
I knew you wanted to keep your name secret from me. You are tricky squirrel.
As you all grip the cosmic squirrel's fur, he walks with you into the cave. It's a brief jaunt. And at the end of it, a glowing blue light in the shape of a triangle, the back of the cave. He walks with you through. You find yourself elsewhere, the heat of this place gone. You find yourselves amidst the stars. Along the wood of a great tree. He walks with you along its branches, wide enough to hold cities. You grip the fur instinctually, knowing that if you let go, you slip. You'll fall from this world, and who knows where you'll end up. There is beauty everlasting. That feeling you felt when attuning to trying to find the ley line, Cal, all of you feel it all at once. Not just that feeling, but you feel the light, the beauty, the passion, the nature, the ambition, the ingenuity, the justice, the order. All flows here. This is no ley line, this is a nexus where all magic flows, where it all holds together. Anything is possible here. You have a moment of conversation or realization, whatever you'd like to do, as he continues to walk with purpose.
There is great power here.
You would do your best to stay small and stay silent. We are close to the realm of Nyx, where the gods live amongst the stars. And my gods are vengeful creatures.
This tree is. This connects the worlds.
It would seem that way.
It is good. Maybe they will know where to find my boy, wherever we are going. They will know where to find this Jace that I have to speak to.
Amelia she says nothing, but she looks almost determined. As things start to formulate in her head, she starts to put things together. And I would like to just take a moment to kind of breathe in this magic while we're walking.
I will take an Arcana check or a Nature check.
Am I good at those? Oh god.
One way to find out.
No. Oh, well, that's a 9.
With a 9, being in this place, you breathe it in. I want you to mark somewhere on your sheet 1 charge.
Okay. 1 charge. What does that mean? Okay.
Oberon isn't saying anything. He's just staring awestruck that this exists. I don't even know if he read it in books, but if he did, it's not the same.
And this is completely foreign to Cal. Like, he had an understanding of the cosmology from his world, but seeing all of this and knowing that that was just part of all of this is a little overwhelming.
Indeed, it can be.
I think for the last time until Dusky takes us where we're going, the mole will lean up into his ear. I'll just say,
This travel, the opening with the portals and things. You can teach. You can show me.
He shakes his head.
You can take me to someone who can.
He goes to shake his head and then gives a small nod, but a tilt of his head as if he's unsure.
I want to find the secret paths.
Cal, still gripping onto its fur, you can see the script change. We walk through the almond paths. These are not what you do. I cannot teach you what you wish.
I will relay that.
Then the mole will find someone who can.
You walk amidst the stars, shifting lights, this aurora, constant energy and light, mana flowing freely. You walk amidst forests, along the branches, mountains at the base, until you finally come to what looks like a small clearing amongst the saplings that begin to sprout on the branches of the world tree. There is a woman there, small, thin of frame. Her hair is sort of bright, vibrant blonde. There's a large smile on her face. Her arms are exposed despite what you think might be cold with the snow. Glowing tattoos of a serpent around both arms, and flowers in her hair. She wears furs along her waist and on her shoulders. She is tapping a tree, taking in the sap, but it doesn't look like sap. It looks like the galaxies itself are flowing into her fingertips, past her fingers and into this almost jar or cup. She looks as Toski approaches. Her smile wavers. Toski, what have you brought? Who are you?
We come from many places, but we are lost. Toski has brought us here.
Many places. Toski, No.
A mole will pop up from between his ear.
It was my fault. I prayed and Toski answered a prayer to my gods. It is my fault. If I need to apologize, I will. There is nothing more honorable than a heartfelt apology.
He did not know where to deliver it. Our gods
Do you
don't
know?
live here.
But you do. Does that make you a god?
My name is Asika. I am the goddess of the world tree.
Zika. That is a beautiful name.
You can't be here.
And yet we are. Where can we go?
You should be in one of the 10, and he knows this. She kind of gives a stern look to Toski, who's just... If a squirrel could smile, tilts his head and looks up at her. He knows this.
We were lost in a place of fire and blood.
Immerstrom.
If that is the name for it.
I can't let you stay.
Of course.
Show us where to go and we will go.
Where is your home? Toski, and she locks eyes. And there's a communication you don't see, you don't hear. But you know that they're talking. Her eyes widen. Planeswalkers. No, you can't be here. Arun can't find you.
Who?
You might say father. He can't find you. I need... I'm here. You need to go back. You need to go back. You need to leave.
Are there not others like us that have
There
come
are,
here?
but it's creating a... It would take far too long to explain.
Can you take us to the ones like us, or let Toski take us? We just want answers. As soon as we know how to do what it is we are supposed to do, we will go. We do not want to be trouble for this Alarod.
Everyone, go ahead and give me a perception check before I continue.
17.
Can't roll good forever. 11.
Another nat 20.
Apparently you can.
23
Okay.
for the mole.
Got a whole whopping 10.
With a 23 and that 20, she is looking toward the skies every once in a while, giving a quick glance. She's terrified that something is going to see or something is going to swoop down and interject. And she looks to all of you and says, I don't know where I can send you that you'll be safe. And you shouldn't pray again. You can't. Otherwise, I don't know how long Toski can intercept your messages. The gods will want you. The gods will. They will hoard you.
And they will be
Why?
met with the fury of the mole.
She looks to you, Nadidah, and says, because of what you are.
We
Because
don't
you're
even know what
planeswalkers.
we are.
It doesn't matter. You may be new, but it doesn't matter. They'll try to use you for your powers, your abilities. And Elrond
Gosh.
is amassing, waiting. Your kind of has already brought things and have changed Kaldheim.
Are there more like us still here?
Yes,
Then we must go to them. We must band together.
but it will be safe. You have to learn, you have to leave.
Where is the safest place you can send us?
Can't learn if we don't have anybody to help us.
This is true. We need to learn. If we're not safe anywhere, then it would be best for us to be somewhere we can learn.
The man you're going to look for is called Tyvar Kell. He is an elf. He is quite storied. I cannot send you directly to him. I have to send you to Inga Runais. She will find him. She takes some of the sap from the tree on her fingertips and clasps her hands, pressing it. This small oval. She approaches all of you, and you can feel it's as if the world itself moves for you. She holds out this little bead to whoever might deign to take it.
I reach out my hand.
She drops it in your hand. This will show her that you have my favor. Explain to her what you need, who you are, that you need to go home. Don't pray again. Please.
Ever?
Not here.
That is how he controls you. With something from the sky.
His raven is Haka. You must always be looking for him.
Can it be killed?
Many have tried.
The mole will succeed.
Toski, take them. Take them to Bredegard. I would say I would watch over you, but I cannot.
Understood.
One day, the moles of Theros will know the kindness of Esika.
As you say this, Small, I feel it pertinent to expand that she says she is a goddess. But this is not like your stories, this is not like the tales they tell of Heliod or Thassa. She is a very different goddess. She seems closer to mortality. She seems close to humanity. These are not like the gods of Theros.
I think in one last moment of desperation, the mole will look back to Esika and say,
Have you seen my boy? His name is Kithian. I am looking for him. He must be very afraid without his mole.
Kithian. And Nadidah, as she repeats this, and as the mole says the name again, I would like you to make a history check. As she ponders this.
Got a 5.
as she looks to the mole and says, "I don't know this name, I'm sorry. Nadidah, and for all of your knowledge on mechanics, the way I interpret certain things, if you can remember them as a player, and you know certain things, be it during the roll or before it, sometimes a roll is not needed. And Nadidah, you remember. The name sounds eerily familiar to Gideon. You remember the stories that his name is lost, was changed. You know Kithian. You saw him. He spoke to you. Whether or not you share that, it's entirely up to you. But the mole, she tells you, "Don't know this name, I'm sorry."
It is okay. I can tell he would like you if you had met. He is a strong heart, and he protects those who need protecting. Provides for those who can provide for themselves. You seem kind.
Hope you find him. But please, you must go. Toski, take them to Breitgard. Go.
Thank
Toski
you.
chitters and turns. Not really waiting for you all to say goodbyes as you grip onto his fur. He guides you. Is there any conversation that happens while he does?
Before she walks away with Toski, she's gonna hug Issika and quietly whisper, "Whatever is holding you back in fear, break free."
Family is difficult to leave behind.
She will too.
She looks pensive as Toski guides you. You all have a moment, if you wish.
Power here. I wonder. It could be found again.
If what could be found again?
The energy that flows through here is unlike any magic I've come across.
Perhaps this is what we are meant to learn from this diver. What a strange name the peoples of this place have. No offense, Toski.
Yes.
Chitters.
Incredible. I've never felt anything like it.
How does it compare to the magic that I am very intimately familiar with?
The magic of this place?
Yes.
Oh, this is all-encompassing. Your magic is encompassed here. It is represented, but this is everything. This is all of the different types. This is the Reanimator's magic. This is the Sanguimancy. This is the Gift of Flight. This is all of it. This is everything could be possible here with enough time.
I want to do something bad.
I encourage all of that, always.
I want to do something bad.
Literally always. Please, what would you like to do?
Can I take like a stick or like some dirt? Something.
You want to take a piece of the world tree.
Maybe?
You may do so.
Okay.
You have to do this while you're walking. Are you trying to be sneaky about this?
Yes.
Give me a sleight of hand.
How sneaky since I'm behind you?
I would allow everyone to kind of give a perception check against Amelia's sleight of hand.
Okay. Okay.
14.
Oh, baby.
I do want to, like, this, just more out of curiosity. I'm not trying to take anything, but I just kind of like touching it. I don't know if that is bad or, like, I'm just curious. Okay.
You touch it. Everything feels imbued with this magic. Whether or not you want to do something further than touch it is entirely up to you. What are the results of the rolls, though?
14.
14.
I was gonna say just
I
because I wasn't actively looking.
Okay, you want to go off your
23.
passive? 23. What's your
God
passive, Oberon?
damn.
13.
13. What did your roll, Amelia?
18.
All ever perceptive and ever in tune with people. You see Amelia kind of reach down as you guys are walking.
Mole will say nothing. This is none of the mole's business.
But Amelia, if you would add onto your sheet in your inventory somewhere or in your bag,
In my treasure.
your treasure, say you have a branch of the world tree, small branch.
Okay. Thank you.
Don't thank me yet.
I think at
Continue.
that point, the mole will just kind of climb up the back of Amelia's dress. And just whisper in her ear.
You will give that to someone who needs it. And
What
if you need it for now, then you keep it. But
Yeah.
be sure to water it. I've seen what happens to the trees in the city, and they dry out, and it's never any good for anyone. So be sure to water it.
I will. Could it be our little secret?
If you want secrets kept, you tell them to Dusky.
Okay.
The mole saw nothing. My boy, you see, sometimes he steals. But he gives the coins that he steals to the people who cannot feed their families. You understand? It is acceptable to take, but only when there is a need to be filled. We do not take for excess. I will keep my eye on you. You walk dangerously close to being sick in your heart, I mean. I can see these things. I will keep you healthy.
You are a very sweet little one.
I do not do it out of kindness.
Then what out of?
He would want me to.
I should like to meet him one day.
I would like that very much.
And he'll just nuzzle into the base of her neck and curl into a little mole ball.
Pet.
Is there any further conversation that takes place as you travel? And Nadidah, I have to specifically ask, do you bring up Kithian?
Not yet. She's trying to piece it together.
Understood.
It's not exactly the right time to tell him, hey, I met your boy. He saved my dad.
Understood. As you all travel, you see different paths, these triangular portals, these fixed and flowing places. You see the worlds themselves hanging from the branches of the world tree. You see in the distance where you came from, Immerstrom, a name for it now. This rotted fruit is flowing, blood-like apple dangling from the branch. But Toski does not guide you there. Toski guides you through your triangular portal. And you are greeted salt water smell of the ocean and the chill of the air. Yes, Cal?
I had a quick question. While we were walking through, like looking up at the different worlds on the world tree, I guess I want to try to see if I can spot my home, or if we come back here, try to find it.
Give me a perception check.
13?
You don't recognize any of these worlds. It's difficult to say. Not sure if this is the entirety of the multiverse or, as she said, just Kaldheim. And you don't see your home. What you do see in the distance, though, Cal, flying from Immerstrom, the location where you just left, back to Essica, is a single raven, a black bird, cast against the stars themselves. It flies with purpose. It flies with questions. When you step through the portal, and the smell of salt and the cold wind, an ocean breeze, as you step onto the sands, the shore, bits and pieces, the runes glow. You know the name of this place as Toski passes you information. The Kurda Sea. Long pillars of rock jut from the ocean. You can see in the distance crashed ships. There is one off in the distance along the horizon line. It drifts down almost from the stars itself as it moves down through the waters, ready to make landfall. And you stand with Toski, waiting as he watches. And all of you begin a new journey. That is where we will end tonight's session, Ignited. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you all for playing. So let's go around the room real quick and start with our Amelia.
Hi, I'm Luna, or Druid by Night. You can find me at Druid by Night on all the social medias. I'm the social media manager here at the Rolling Nomads, and you've probably seen me in a couple of our other games. But tonight, I have been Amelia Voldaren, who is she's just unassuming. Don't worry about it.
Yep. I am David Gagnon, or DGtheNomad, and likewise, you've probably seen me on a couple of our other programs, hopefully more in the future. Tonight, swapping over from the DM seat to the player seat for a little bit of D&D fun. But yeah, I'm the production supervisor here at the Rolling Nomads, and yeah, I've been playing Cal. Having a grand old time.
I'm Dawn, Mama Ramos. On a few social media platforms as Cosmic Bitch. It's with the Y, not an I. I've been playing Nadidah, who is trying to process all of this, and it's not going well.
Hello, yes. I'm Andrew, and this has been a great game in general. I look forward to the rest of the campaign, standing amongst great characters on top of that, with a lot of stories to tell.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Avery, at Averydaboi on all the social media platforms. I am a partnerships manager right here on the Rolling Nomads. You've definitely seen me in a bunch of our other projects, but tonight I have been the pet of one boy, the mole.
One boy, the mole. Absolutely perfect. Thank you so much for joining us. I, of course, have been your DM this evening. Ramos the Nomad, aka Gilbert Ramos, found everywhere at Ramos the Nomad on all the socials. You can of course find us right here on twitch.tv/rollingnomads, as well over on our YouTube, youtube.com/rollingnomads. It's where all of our episodes will go up. It's where all of our episodes air on Twitch. And of course, you can find us over on Blue Sky. That's a long URL. I'm not reading that off. You'll find us right there at Rolling Nomads. As well, you can find these key moments and interesting tidbits over on our TikTok for the time being, because God knows what's going on over there. But all these things go up over on TikTok, so if you have any interesting key moments, go ahead and clip them and we might put them up there. That, I believe, is us in a handbasket, and we will catch you guys next time. Same place, same Planeswalkers. See you then.